The Purge is it's kind of a new America. It takes place in 2022, where there's a new government entity that has taken over. We don't really know how they've taken, what they voted in. Has the government been? Is a corporation bought out the government? We don't know, but something's changed, and the new government regime is called the New Founding Fathers, and they've created a holiday once a year, March 21st, where all crime, including murder, is legal from 7 o'clock at night to 7 o'clock in the morning. Anything goes. And the idea behind it, it's kind of twofold. They're selling it as a way to contain crime to one night so that people will save up their criminal tendencies and do it on this one night. And also for a way for human beings, the violent creatures that we are, to kind of purge the hatred and aggression within, to get it out so that the rest of the year they could be free of that. What's really occurring behind that is it's kind of an economic reason they're doing it. The people who can't protect themselves on that night are the poor people, the sick, the poor. So those are the ones being killed. They're being sacrificed so that ultimately we're unburdening the economy by killing the non-contributing members of society, so there's a whole race class thing occurring in this time. James is interesting. I think James represents apathy in a way of America. He's a salesman. He sells the security systems to the rich so they can protect themselves on this day. And so he in turn has become rich from the purge. So he's completely given himself over. He's bought into the purge propaganda because it's made him very, very rich. And and he believes, sadly, like I think when I watch the news too, it's happening over there, it's not happening to me. We get sad for a second, but the apathy we all kind of, I think, feel sometimes or display is all within him. He says it happens to poor people, and yes, that's very sad. Poor people die in this evening, but the violence never comes to our gated community. We're all protected here, so everyone stays away because you can't kill anyone in these gated communities. Everyone's very protected. So he's this man who's kind of gotten rich off the purge. He believes in it. He believes in the propaganda. He doesn't kill anyone. He doesn't go as far as partaking in the killing and the murdering, but he believes in it because it's made him rich, and he says it happens over there. It doesn't happen to me, but then the night comes kind of crashing down. There's a great moral lesson here for his character. Lena, I knew from a movie called Aberdeen, great independent film. And then she did some TV. I knew she could also be tough because she played Sarah Connor on the Terminator TV series, which I had seen like one episode of. So her character kind of grows tough at the end of the film, has to get really strong. But when I heard that she was interested and read the script, I was over the moon. I loved her in Aberdeen. I knew she's a very, very subtle actress, which I love. She doesn't overdo it at all. And she was just a pleasure to work with. But her character is kind of, she starts off as, Lena had a great take on it. She's kind of dead. She's almost a Stepford wife. She too is bought into the purge, but it's almost deadened her that she's accepting the riches, but she knows there's a great cost to that. She's almost sacrificed her soul to live in this gated community where they're supposedly protected on this evening, but at what cost? What have they given up to live under this protection and under, with all this money? So she was great. She played that great. The points of view of each character are completely different. I think, not to repeat myself, but I think Max, again, is the moral center. He's questioning the purge from the beginning. I'm over here, we're rich, it's okay, and the end justifies the means. Society is good now. The economy is good. We kind of allude that society might have broken down at some point. We don't give too much about backstory, but we kind of say that America was starting to crumble. Crime, poverty, stock market crash, many wars, China divesting the bearer bonds in here. So everything kind of went haywire. New government regime came in and got us back on track by creating the purge. So they're kind of like, it's a necessary evil in society and they've accepted it.